Okay, let's start with a definition. I always like to start with definitions so everyone understands what we're talking about. The word ally comes from the Latin word alligere, which I probably just butchered. My Latin isn't great, but that means to bind to. In essence, it means to join forces, to align with a particular cause. Now, Merriam-Webster has multiple definitions for the word ally, depending on whether you're using it as a verb, a noun, a transitive verb, and so on. I don't know what a transitive verb is, but I just like looking smart. This definition, one that is associated with another as a helper, a person or group that provides assistance and support in an ongoing effort, activity, or struggle, I think best suits the point of what an ally of 2S LGBTQI plus people is. The words that stand out for me are helper, assistance, support. So what is an ally in real terms when we're referring to 2S LGBTQI plus people? In the work of inclusion, diversity, equity, and accessibility, and specifically allyship for 2S LGBTQI plus folks, the common purpose we're working towards is the equitable inclusion of all 2S LGBTQI plus people in our society, whether it be in the workplace, in schools, or in society at large. An ally is not a member of an underrepresented group, but supports that group. Everyone has the ability to be an ally. For example, able-bodied people can be allies of people living with diverse abilities or disabilities. White people can be allies to racialized people or people of color. And of course, cisgender and straight people can be allies of the 2S LGBTQI plus communities. To take it a layer below, we as members of the 2S LGBTQI plus communities can be allies to other members of the 2S LGBTQI plus communities. I am a white man. I am an ally of 2S LGBTQI plus people of color, of trans folks, of queer women. It doesn't mean that I can't be an ally because I'm a member of the community. In a moment, I'm going to break down the different types of allies, but I've come to classify allies by two different groupings. There are the armchair allies and the active allies. What's the difference, you might ask? Well, it's pretty much in the description. Armchair allies are people who think of themselves as allies, but that allyship is only in word, not in deed. Watching Will and Grace does not make you an active ally. It makes you a consumer of quality television. Attending Pride and not being offended by the people in leather does not make you an active ally. It makes you someone who enjoys a celebration. Knowing that RuPaul's Drag Race has been on for 15 seasons in the US with franchises in Canada, the UK, down under, Spain, France, Italy, the Philippines, and Thailand does not make you an active ally. It makes you a consumer of quality reality television with just a tiny bit of obsessive compulsiveness. Active allies are just that. They are active. They are engaged. To be an active ally, you've got to recognize where it is in your life that you may have a degree of privilege or where you don't experience exclusion in the same way as other folks might. You can observe this in your workplaces, in your faith communities, in your hobby groups. All around us, there is the opportunity to act on making change so that inequalities faced by so many people are addressed in an ongoing way.